Hello my gorgeous Libras, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Libras, and it's for February 2019. So it's for you my beautiful Libras, and it's for February 2019. Oh my god, it is number 2, that is your number this month. Number 2 is telling you that you are going to have a really sacred relationship, that it's going to come through, that it's going to come about, that it's going to manifest this month. When I say a sacred relationship, there is someone that is going to come through, there is someone that is going to come forward, there is someone that is going to manifest in your life who is going to have an absolutely amazing impact and influence on you. And this particular person is just going to be so significant, and this is going to happen in February 2019. And through that person, you are going to have a really wonderful beginning of something exciting in your life, especially when it comes to you, and especially when it comes to what you do now, what you're focusing on now. The whole new direction is going to become available for you. Never mind the fact that number 2 also means that you're actually going to see really nice financial improvements this month, which is just going to be really good for you. And also it is just going to kind of be a conclusion that you are going to have this month, an interesting conclusion, and that conclusion is just going to come through your own success and through your own achievement, because you're actually going to surprise yourself this month, and this is going to be good, this is going to be significant, and this is so much to do with what you have done so far. You will be able to see how evident the process is actually going to be this month in particular, indeed. And it's just a basically beautiful cooperation with you and with other people. It is just going to the beautiful cooperation in between you and with other people is just going to kind of have a really beautiful effect and impact on you and on the people in your life. And this is purely going to be because your own achievement, okay? And number 2 also means that there is a new beginning, that you are going to have a brand new beginning this month, and it is going to be very significant. Okay, what else I was going to say, that number 2 also means that there is going to be a rather significant dream that you are going to have this month. This dream that you are going to have this month, it is just going to be very much so connected to people in your life, and it's also going to be very much so connected to your emotional state of mind and to your love life. This dream is going to be very significant. It is going to surprise you the way this dream is going to develop, but there is a really wonderful realization that you are going to have through this dream, from this dream, because there is something very different going to happen. And that, when I say that something different is going to happen in your dream, this is going to be purely through your spirit guides and through your angels, who are going to actually contact you this month, who are going to try to come through and give you something really interesting to think about. It is the little word that is going to come through. It is a little word that is going to become significant. It is the little word that is going to come through, and then as the time goes by throughout the month, this is just going to make more sense and more sense and more sense, and you will see exactly what I mean. When it comes to the actual health, you see, when it comes to the actual health, you are going to need to like kind of do you know, this is I'm not saying this the first time, but it's again going to be like a little bit of digestive problems, and I know I've seen this before, and this is keep on going, and it's just I have a very strong sign that you're also going to have a sensitive kidneys and a sensitive liver this month. So it's all going to be like to do with the digestion, with the sensitive kidneys and the sensitive liver. And I highly suggest you please try to drink smoothies. Smoothies throughout the month are going to be so important. Please try to do so. Try to make your own smoothies if you can. It will be ideal, organic, natural, like as organic if possible, really. And just try to stick to like raspberries, blueberries, like any berries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, any goji berries or any berries, as many berries as you can, to put in your smoothie and to drink this smoothie just throughout the actual month of February 2019. This is just going to be so important because you're going to benefit from it in so many different ways. Not only these berries are really high in vitamin C and antioxidants and all these bits and pieces that are so good for us, but when it comes to like obviously your skin health, your skin is going to improve, and when it comes to especially to your digestion, and when it comes to your liver, and when it comes to your kidneys, this is going to be absolutely brilliant because it's going to help you a lot with the detox. So try to do like a detox throughout the month with the actual berries, like a smoothies every single day. At least if you can make it for yourself, like in the morning, and just drink it like every single day, and you will see a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful improvement. And that is going to help you with digestion, and it's also going to help you with like a liver and kidneys. And also your hands are going to be very dry. I can see that your hands are going to be rather dry. So try to stick to natural, always natural products, natural skincare products, natural shower gel. And then at the end, just like basically try to get like a nice, like organic, natural cream, hand cream without any chemicals, please. And just try to use this throughout the month. So this is going to help you rather nicely. On another hand, the actual energy levels are going to be really, really good. The energy levels are going to be like really great this month. Actually, so that in itself is just going to make you feel like really optimistic indeed. Now my baby is going on the actual first day that is going to be very important. I don't even know what to say, Libras. I honestly do not know even what to say, because now your significant day that is just going to really start making change and really start making difference in your life. It's already going to be the 1st of February. Indeed. Now the 1st of February, very first day, you're like going to be like, oh my Lord, like all over the place. You're going to feel like, when I say you're going to be all over the place, you're going to feel like very, very creative. It is the wonderful creativity that you are going to have. And that creativity that you are going to have, it is just going to make you feel very, really, really optimistic. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm in such a good mood, you know. But it is just going to be very evident to you that you just are going to start feeling very close to like you wanting to be like in explorative mood. You will want to like some kind of like have some kind of new plan. Okay, you will want to like have some kind of new beginning, new start. But this is really good because it's coming through the actual gain. There is a certain gain that you are going to have, and financial motivation is just going to become very significant here as well. But there is going to be also the news that you're going to hear about your own success, your own achievement, but also there's going to be the news that you're going to hear about the money. There's a certain amount of money that is actually going to come towards you, not necessarily on this particular day, but on this particular day you are going to be made aware of it. You will know that you're going to become like some kind of like a part of certain money that is going to come through. Okay, and also you know what I really like about the 1st of February, because you will be able to feel this energy shift. You see, the energy shift is going to be absolutely incredible, and the way you're going to feel this energy shift is just going to really have an amazing impact on you. On certain signs, you know, you're going to maybe in a different way, you see, but when it comes to you Libras, this is just going to be like absolutely literally your time, because most certainly on this particular day also you are going to be able to have your balance. And I like it because it's not only about the balance, but you will be able to feel it, sense it, live it, know it. You will know that you're balancing back, and you're gonna like it because you're gonna start feeling like a strange, but good strange. You know, you'll start feeling mischievous in this particular day. It's almost going to start feeling like an adventure, and it's really, really good. Instead of thinking in a bad way about things, you know, you start feeling it positive, in a positive way. But this is how this is going to start. And also this is purely going to be down to your own material attainment. The problem is going to come to an end. The financial problem is going to come to an end. Thank God for that. That is just going to be able to like give you the moment like, oh my God, thank God, you know, like this. And also it is going to be an advantage. Not only that, but you're going to realize on this day that you actually done better. You've got more than what you thought that you're going to have. And I really like this when it comes to you, because you're going to be like, yeah. And it's just all going to be about your own advantage, abundance, and also victory, because it's basically you were wanting this to happen in a really long time. You wanted your life to go towards a certain direction in a really long time, but it's just the finances and this didn't change. So that's why it's going to be like so good for you, this, because it's just so much that is actually going to start happening on this day. Absolutely brilliant indeed. The second important date, it's actually going to be on the 11th of February. Now you've got a couple of number ones. Again, 11th of February, it's in itself very important day, which means that spiritually you are going to be very close to your angels, very close to your spirit guides, and it's also something, it's going to become a available to you, and you are going to be able to feel it, to sense it, but you're not going to be able to kind of pinpoint what this is, but you will feel you're getting closer and closer and closer to something really important. And this in itself, it is just going to be your intuition that is going to be very enhanced, that is just going to have a really wonderful effect on you, because it's going to make you feel really optimistic. And although you will not understand where this is coming from and where this is going to, this is still going to have a really good impact on you. Okay, so this is something to really look forward to. On another hand, there is a really good news that you are going to get, and this is why I just can't express how important this month is going to be for you. My God, it's not only about this, but it's about a certain luck, it's about a certain happiness, it's about a certain energy that you are going to have. And this energy is going to be guiding you. This energy is going to make you really sharp. This energy is going to make you really smart. I'm not saying that you're not sharp or not smart, but it's just that sometimes, we don't even really have to think, and we just talk. We just say the right thing. It all depends on our own personal balance. And this is why this is going to be so wonderful. You're going to have a really important good news here. And that good news that you're going to have here, it's also going to be so good for you, because it is going to be all about your advancement, and it's something that you really expected. This is a lot to do with your desires. This is a lot to do with your desires realized, of course, and also promotion. 11th of February, it's also going to bring a promotion. If you are working for somebody else, expect some kind of promotion. But then again, if you work for yourself, then it is going to be like a really important client that's going to come forward. If you are retired, then the financial situation is just going to kind of start improving at this point as well, because some new option is going to become available for you on this particular day, which is most certainly going to be your own personal advancement. Very, very good indeed. And also, it's just like all about your ideas, the things that you were like focusing on, this is all going to start making sense, And on another hand, there is 11th of February, it's also going to be very important, because this is really deep, this is really personal. This is a problem that you had for a while, problem that you had for a really long time, something that was bringing you down, something that was making you feel, preventing you to be really happy, something that was like kind of messing you up, and something that was messing your balance, something that you would only talk about to your friends, to your best friends, or to your family members. Now, there is a really fantastic resolution to a problem coming, and it's brilliant. And it's also number 3, it's going to be very significant. Number 3 as in numerology is a number. It's going to be very significant when it comes to this, and also a fantastic conclusion to a problem is coming. The conclusion to a problem is coming is going to bring you healing. It's going to bring you satisfactory result, and it's also going to make you feel really happy, and it's going to inspire you in so many different ways. I'm so happy for you, because this is the time when you will really want to like kind of celebrate and really want to have a great time, because you will be able to know, you will be able to see crystal clear the whole new option that is going to become available after this point, after this moment. And that new option that is going to become available for you, it's going to require from you to like kind of focus on your home and focus on a big change in your home environment. Okay, now the third important date is going to be on the 23rd of February. Now, Libras, my babies, I don't even know what to say. This is just incredible how many options you're going to have if you really want changes. Now, this is the month to go for it. If you're bored with your work or something like that, you want a different job, let's just go and apply somewhere else, or maybe ask for the promotion. This is going to be incredible, because the possibilities in February, throughout February, when it comes to you Libras, my babies, are absolutely literally endless. Okay, so that's why I'm saying the 23rd, this is the whole new hope coming through, the whole new faith is coming through. Okay, and it's going to be the prospect. The new prospect is going to come through. The new prospect is going to come forward, which is going to make you feel really optimistic, which is also going to make you feel really satisfactory, and it's just going to give you so much happiness, which means that you're just going to start feeling very excited towards the certain part of your life that is about to change. And this is so good. good. And also, really important, even more importantly, it's actually going to be that you're going to see your omen on this day. An omen, bird, omen, bird and water are going to be very significant on this particular day. There's an omen that is going to happen, omen that is going to come, omen that is going to manifest. Okay, and that omen is going to be something to do with the bird and water. Just remember this, because through that omen, you're going to have something so powerful. You're going to realize something so powerful, a certain conclusion that is actually going to change your life. Okay, now, and after that moment, you know, you will feel like you want to do this certain ritual. If you would like to do a certain ritual, light a little candle and things like that, you can do it on the 23rd of February, because this is going to be the day, very strong day, very powerful day. It is going to be the strong connection that you are going to have with the spirit guides, especially when it comes to like to sit in different dimensions that are going to kind of, that you're going to feel very close to. So it's going to be the perfect day to maybe light a candle, have a little mini ritual, whatever you think that the mini ritual would be, you know, whatever, how you would like to make your mini ritual, you know, it all depends, but I would really highly suggest to light a little candle and focus on a certain message, focus on a certain things, on a particular thing, and just send it to the universe. Okay, very, very interesting indeed. Okay, so now going on the first part of February 2019, this is going to be so interesting, and the things are going to start changing for you when your vulnerability becomes your strength. Then you are going to become vigilant, the strong connection with the earth that you are going to have, very grounding, very strong connection with the earth, which is going to, on another hand, have a really wonderful effect on you, and you will want to have a really new beginning, and this is going to be the time for you to start releasing yourself. Okay, there is going to be an ending that is just going to be very evident at the beginning of February. You will want to finish something, you will want to end something, and this is also going to come out of the blue, but subconsciously you have been thinking about changing this certain way, certain part of your life, and this is your private life, this is your personal life, this is to do with you and the people around you and your living. So something is going to come to an end, and you will want this to come to an end, and you're going to start feeling very passionate about it. But then on another hand, it's going to make you realize that this is going to kind of have an effect on other parts of your life, and you're going to become a little bit indecisive. But that indecisiveness is just going to make you think about a couple of things that are going to be sticking out in your mind, because they're not going to work just right, because of this couple of things are preventing you to move on. Now, that is going to be your key, that is going to be a main point this month, because this thinking about this energy, this balance is actually going to take you to have your own perseverance and vision. That vision that you're going to have, it's going to be absolutely bombastic, it's going to be mind-blowing, it's going to be a va-va-voom moment for sure, because this is going to be the turning point that you're going to have, and the turning point that you're going to have, it's going to come from you thinking about something, and you're going to be like, why am I even thinking about this? And this is going to be so interesting. This is going to be the turning point, because these feelings, these emotions are actually going to be your turning point, and this is going to become your wheel of fortune indeed. You have got your wheel of fortune here, and you are going to end up with this really, really, really powerful option. And this is all to do with what you do. This is all to do with what you're going to do next, and it's all to do with your practicality and security. And it's a lot to do with a stage in your life that is just going to become very, very significant when it comes to this. So whatever you start this month, this is so powerful what I'm going to say now. Well, Libras, my babies, whatever you start this month, August 2019, it is going to be the direct continuation of this. August 2019. Okay, so whatever you start, whichever seeds you're planning to plant, or whatever you start, you know, whichever manifestations you're focusing on, this is going to be August is going to be absolutely the time when you're going to see the right continuation of this, when you're going to be able to see the direct result with whatever was happening in your life in February. It is going to be very, very closely connected indeed, the second stage. Okay, and that in itself is going to give you wonderful balance, and it's also going to give you a really nice idea here. There is a news about a certain family member that you're going to hear here, and this certain news is going to be so good, because it's going to be help you to relax a little bit after that point, but you are going to need to kind of change a little bit things, and you're going to make a really important decision. Okay, now the second important, the second part of the actual February 2019. Oh, you see, when it comes to work and when it comes to career, there is some kind of like progress actually going to happen here. You will be made aware that you've done really well, that you're doing really good, that you're going to be really happy with your place where you work and what you do, and it's going to come through somebody else. It's going to come through some kind of boss and some kind of manager. You're going to be made aware that you're doing really well, and that's just going to make you feel really, really good as well. And also, if you are looking for a job, please, this is going to be a very important month. Keep on applying and reapplying for as many jobs as you can, because there is something very special going to come through, and you're gonna feel really, really happy and pleased with what is actually going to come through, what's going to happen to you. So just please go for it, because you've got like your angels and your spirit guides, you know, with you. Also, what else I was going to say, that there is going to be like a judgment, something that is going to be decided for you, something that you've been waiting for, something, whether this is the court case or whether this is just someone trying to decide something for you and you've been waiting for a really, really long time, but it's something to do with legal things and things like that. It is going to be a good news. Your justice is coming, your justice is coming, your justice is coming, and whatever is going to be decided in your case is going to be decided in your favor. And this is really good, because this is also going to be able to bring you balance after that moment, after that point, and you will be able to see also it was affecting you in a certain way, because you were worrying about it maybe, but you were just keeping it at the back of your mind. So now this is going to change, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. Okay, and what else I was going to say is just like there is also going to be a really important moment when it comes to the family. There is a big change going to happen in the family, but when I say big change, please don't get scared. Big change is actually really good, and this is going to be like a benefit. Lots of other people are going to benefit from this. The whole family is going to benefit from this. So a really important moment is going to happen to your family, in your family, that it's actually going to be a really good moment, and you're going to like it. Okay, and if you don't have a family, then these are going to be people around you, people in your life, you know, your best friends and your partner maybe. It all depends really on your situation and who are people around you who you consider as a family, or people that are really close to you. And also, you know, you're gonna realize that there is a time for an abandonment, and it's just like you were kind of trying to do something, you were trying to prove something, but that's just not working anymore, and there is no point, you know, this life is too short, and now you're getting to the moment where you're also kind of, the certain stage is coming to an end in your life here, and you will really want to kind of change something, and you're gonna realize that you're not gonna kind of be able to give all the options to yourself if you don't end a certain stage in your life, because it was all kind of a little bit of illusion that you actually had. It was testing your strengths, and now you came to the point that it was, you've done what you wanted to do, you've done as much as you wanted to do, and now this is going to be the time to actually just kind of move on with your life. And this is going to be really good, because this is going to bring you the whole new synchronicity, and you're going to realize this is exactly what you needed, because this is the certain completion here. Certain completion is happening, certain completion is coming, and certain completion is coming to an end, and that completion is absolutely brilliant, because it's just going to bring it the whole new harmony, and it's going to bring it the whole new power to move on, to power to look further, the power to look about future, you know, to look towards different areas and different parts of the future. It is going to become very interesting life at this moment indeed. Okay, the whole new synchronicity is coming through, it's coming forward. By the time we get to the last part of the February 2019, there is going to be an important decision that you're going to make when it comes to your work as well, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances. I would really 100% like you to get, like, you see the Moldavite, one of the most powerful crystals, one of the most significant crystals that you can possibly get. And this Moldavite, you see, it looks different to the other crystals. I suppose they all look different, but you see this one comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. And I think that you should wear like a Moldavite throughout February and throughout March indeed, because what Moldavite is going to do, it's going to help you with the grounding, it's going to protect you, it's going to enhance third psychic eye, it's going to help you with the sharp thinking, it's going to help you with the balance, it's going to help you with the energy, but at the same time, you know, it's just also going to attract money, attract finances, and it's absolute brilliant little crystal to have every single time when we're making business decisions, and every single time when we are like going through changes, especially when it comes to career, finances, whether they're good or whether they're bad. This is really good because it's going to help you to attract finances and to be more successful, but at the same time you protect yourself. You know, it's a very, very powerful crystal indeed. So Moldavite is something that I highly recommend to you to wear, because this is going to be really important decision that you're actually going to make at the end of February. Indeed, it is going to be an overwhelming emotion that you're going to have in a good way, in the best possible way. And so when it comes to your possession, you know, there are certain changes when it comes to your important possessions, something that you possess. An important possession of yours is you're going to become kind of able now to do what you wanted to do in a really long time. Certain changes, certain things that you wanted to do, certain edits. Now this is going to be the time, and it's going to make you feel really happy. It's going to be the right thing to do. It's going to make you feel really optimistic indeed. What else I was going to say, it's like, remember not to be greedy, not to be greedy, not to be greedy. I'm not saying you're greedy at all, but there is going to be the karmic situation at the end of February that is going to happen, and that karmic situation that is going to happen is going to make you kind of tested. You're going to be tested a little bit whether you're greedy or not. So just remember to be good. You know, I'm not saying that you're not good or anything, but just remember that there's going to be a very strong karmic connection here, and that karmic connection is just going to kind of like reflect on you, whatever you do, however you do. Okay, so now also, there is a whole new prospect coming true. My goodness, yeah, at the end of February, you see, I said all those bits and pieces that are happening is just so significant this month, but the end of February here is actually going to bring the whole new prospect. And it is just going to surprise you, because you're going to feel like, no way I can do this. I can't believe this is happening, but in the best of possible ways, indeed. And the whole new hope, it's going to come here. Excitement, happiness, new direction, it's going to happen here. And you're going to realize that you've got all the resources that you need, and you had them all this time, but because of the certain cloudness, because of the certain energy that was making you kind of not see everything. Sometimes we're not meant to see everything. And this is exactly what it happens here. You see, the whole new energy, the whole new balance is going to come through here, and the certain dissatisfaction that you had about not being recognized in a certain part of your life. This is going to be so important. That there is a dissatisfaction that is going to become very evident. Okay, and the dissatisfaction that is going to become very evident at the end of February is just going to be so much to do with you not being recognized. Well, now you are going to be recognized, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant, and this is just going to be life-changing. And what else I recommend highly is to get something like a lapis lazuli as well. You see, lapis lazuli is an amazing crystal, and it's also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt, and this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. I highly recommend this to you to have and to wear throughout the months, okay, because of the strong connection with the spirit guides and with your angels. And what lapis lazuli does, it's going to enhance your third psychic eye, but especially when it comes to spirit, to our spirit guides and our angels, it makes this connection even more powerful. It makes this connection even more strong. So please get lapis lazuli. The link is in the description below. Okay, it's something that I highly recommend. But this is the bottom line, is that the actual throughout the February, it's going to be really good for you. You have so many options. It's unbelievable. Libras, my baby, your time is most certainly coming. By the time you get to the actual end of February, this is the moment, this is the time when you're gonna actually you're gonna be so happy here, because this is just going to be about your own recognition, and the whole new option is gonna become available. Absolutely fantastic. So now, Libras, my babies, I'm going to actually shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are in relationship, and this is for February 2019. So it's for those of you Libras, my babies, that are actually in relationship. Okie dokie, Libras in relationship. Okay, interesting. You see, first of all, There are a couple of things that are going to be significant for those of you that are in relationship. You're going to need to work a little bit on your relationship this month, because first of all, you're going to have the whole new strength, because you will want to like kind of discuss something. You will want to talk about something. You will want to sort something out, and you will realize that you're not going to have a control over the situation in your life, control over your emotions, the things that are going to be that great, like when it comes to you being calm and things like that, because you will want to sort something out. So in order to have a kind of sort this out, you will decide to like kind of have a little conversation and something like that, and then you're going to realize that there is something not quite right with your partner. You're going to realize something that they're going through something quite difficult, but maybe they haven't been too open to you. Nothing to do with them doing something bad or something like that, but it's something to do with like finances and something about worrying about something, and you're going to be made aware of this, and this is going to become clear to you this month, and it's just basically maybe you will think about things in a really negative way when it comes to your partner, but the bottom line is that out of all this conversation, the bottom line is, you know what, the bottom line is of all of this that I just said, sorry, I'm just going on and on, but the bottom line is that your partner is actually really faithful and really loyal to you, and this is what's going to happen by the end of the month. It's a whole new level. It's in your relationship. Your relationship is going to go on a whole new level, and the level that your relationship is going to go to, it's going to be brilliant, it's going to be wonderful, and it's going to make you realize something really important about your partner, but most importantly, it's going to make you realize how much your partner loves you, how much your partner needs you, and it's also a faithful and very, very loyal and very honest person. So that's the bottom line, and that is going to be brilliant for you, and it's also going to help you to relax and things like that. But also, on another hand, your partner is going to have a really, really important news this month, and that news is actually going to help them with the situation, what I said before, that your partner was kind of worrying about something. So at the end of the day, your partner is going to have a really good news, which is going to help them not to kind of worry and just to relax a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are single. Oh, you see, you're going to have a little bit strange moment this month. And when I say for those of you that are single, basically what is going to happen, you're going to have a little bit of a moment when you will need to, I've got an itchy nose, sorry. You're going to have a moment where you will actually want to kind of like step back from the situation, and because somebody's going to make you feel like a little bit stroppy, or somebody's going to make you feel a little bit anxious. But this is nothing too bad. It's just somebody maybe more likely is going to maybe react to you or react with you in a certain way that is just going to make you feel a little bit sensitive, and that sensitiveness is actually going to make you to just kind of withdraw from the situation a little bit. I'm just only talking like about like maybe an hour or so. And this is going to be a crucial moment. This is going to be a crucial hour or more or so, because the bottom line is, when you're feeling really unusual, you're going to have a moment when you're going to feel a little bit like, oh, you're going to wonder something about someone, but this is just going to be the way they purely made you feel. At that moment in time, at that time, you're actually, when you step away from the situation, this is when something really important is going to happen. I know it sounds really weird, but this is the moment, this is the time when somebody really interesting is going to walk into your life, and that person is going to be somebody that you're not going to be able to believe that actually likes you. Please don't get me wrong, but it's just a really, really nice person, somebody very beautiful, somebody really honest, somebody really nice, somebody really devoted to you. So basically the bottom line is, when you're going through something really weird and really strange, when you're like wondering about something, but it's to do with that, something that made you a little bit stroppy, a little bit anxious, just tiny little bit, this is going to be the reason why I said this is going to be around the time when there's someone really interesting is going to come through, going to come forward. It's an amazingly beautiful, gorgeous, stunning person that is going to come forward, and this is very strong, this is very powerful, this is very significant, and this is the direct direct impact of your what you were focusing on, what you were thinking about, where you were directing your energy for such a long time, consciously or subconsciously, when you were like kind of thinking or focusing on the new person in your life. There is someone very, very special going to come through and come forward indeed. Okay, my beautiful Libras, I love you so much. You, and you. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.